Let me go get my book. Oh, bum. Hi there. Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone? Let's see, can I get this down? Hi there. Do. Guess what? We getting ready to go ahead and tackle this heart. We finally moving on down. Hi everyone. I hope you all had a good day. I had a good day. I went shopping and got me some new goodies. Get some new goodies for me to try in the morning. So, ladies, we are going to be talking about no more than our heart. We're going to talk about the heart problem. We're going to talk about problems of the heart today. Hello. So you all, those of you, we're going to talk about blood pressure today because many of you all are having issues with blood pressure. Many of you all are having issues with food. Many of you all are having issues. So today, this whole entire week, we're going to finish up on the heart, and we're going to be taking everything that comes with the heart. So you all know Sunday is our last day. Sunday is the last day that we will be able to finish up this the heart. So remember, every day I took you all on a journey seeing where can you identify yourself is. So today I'm going to get my blood pressure cuff because I need to show you all how to properly take your blood pressure. And when you all taking your blood pressure, are you doing any talking? Do everybody has a blood pressure cuff? Hello, Pastor Jay, how you doing? So do everybody have a blood pressure cuff? Do everybody have one? Okay. So, therefore, if you don't have a blood pressure cuff, I need you to be getting one. If you have high blood pressure. If you don't have high blood pressure, then it's not for you. But if you do, so I'm going to get mine, and then I'm coming back. Okay. So, Rhonda says she has her blood pressure machine. Thank you very much, young lady. I appreciate that. Okay, so we got a blood pressure machine. Consuela say, I don't, but my spouse have high blood pressure, and our oldest son have blood pressure. Okay, listen here. Let me tell you something, Sister Benita. I think your spouse's name is Vern. Is that her name? Well, you tell Sister Vern, if she don't, I'm gonna be her coach too. If she don't get a blood pressure, how y'all taking medication if y'all don't have a cuff? How y'all know, how do you know if the medication that you're taking, your blood pressure is the right amount? What if your blood pressure too low and you still gonna take the medicine? So you tell Sister Vern, you make sure she's listening to me. Make sure she's listening to me. And you let her know that Coach Angie said for you all to go oh, we have a cup. Oh, okay. I thought you said that you don't have a cup. Okay. Oh, you saying that she have high blood pressure. Okay. All right. I misunderstood. I was going to say, now listen, everybody, and I'm telling, oh, but she never... You tell Sister Vern that her and I gonna have to have a talk. Y'all call me so I can get on her. Listen, this is what I'm telling you all, because we're gonna talk about the blood pressure today. The reason why we're gonna talk about the blood pressure, because many people coming into the emergency room, and you all, I know, is education. The reason why we haven't been successful, many of us. When you have high blood pressure, you need to invest in a cup. This here, I got it out of Walmart. And when I put it on, because again, if you have high blood pressure and you just taking these medications, and many people doing, they taking their medication, they don't even check to see if their blood pressure is high. But what's happening is they eating these very bad diet. And when I'm saying eating a very bad diet, I'm saying a diet that's very high in salt. You all, that's the reason why when I ask y'all to get the Himalayan salt, you need to be kicking that regular iodine salt out, because when iodine salt is along the lines of your bloodstream, it makes it go higher. Where water go, salt goes. Where salt go, water gonna follow. It's just like a cactus. So you know a cactus is very dry. Well, that's what it's doing to our blood. And of course, a lot of you all have swelling. You know the reason why you having swelling? Because you got a backup of your blood pressure being high. Some of you all suffer headaches. We already talked about headaches being symptoms. You all, blood pressure is a normal blood pressure. I said I'm going to check the range and see exactly what the new regulation is. But it used to be 120/80. So if your blood pressure, again, say your blood pressure 189/101, that's too high. That's too high for your body to... And listen, and when your blood pressure, the top number is when the blood pressure go up, 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 up. And then the bottom number is when it relaxes. So your blood pressure is pumping, it's pumping, it's pumping, and you get the number. And then once the number say your blood pressure pump, 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 pump. And the top number, that's what it's doing when it's tight, it's constricted. But then as it relaxes, that's giving you your bottom number. And your bottom number, the top number is called systolic, and the bottom number is called diastolic. So your diastolic number should never, ever, 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 ever be over 100. Never. Never. You don't even really want it over 90. But I'd rather take 144/99 than I would take 186, 199, or 200 over 101. That's too high. And what you're doing is you making yourself have these headaches because your heart is trying to pump it and it can't pump it. And so what is causing you? It can go up there, cause headaches. You start having blurry vision. You can have a stroke. All from your blood pressure being high. That's the reason why I keep encouraging you all. I know y'all don't want to change your diet. I know y'all enjoying that food. But I just got finished telling my previous class when they was talking about salt. I was like, well, y'all are not looking at, think about seasoned salt. Think about when we putting all that, the seasonings on our food. You say, and I get it because I had a lady tell me, she called me wanting help. Then when I offered to help her, and I was like, well, hey, you know, if you tell me what's in your kitchen, I can help you cut out some of that. And it's the first thing she said, I don't hardly use the salt. Well, get it out the house. If you cannot say that you won't help and you're not willing to change nothing. You can't do it. You cannot help heal in the same place that make you hurt. If you're going to continue having that kind of diet, you're going to continue having blood pressure issues, and it's going to get worse. That your high blood pressure, remember, first it starts with being overweight, then it starts with the blood pressure, cholesterol, and diabetes, in that order. It goes in that order. So no matter what I have told you all or shown you all, y'all minds are made up what y'all gonna do, whatever y'all gonna do. I just want y'all to be educated. And then if you still go out and say, hey, you know what, I'm still gonna go and have unprotected sex, okay, that's fine. But you know what comes with unprotected sex? A baby and STDs. That's what comes with it. I'm having to give you all that because a lot of people don't understand when I'm talking regular talk. But if I talk grimy talk, they understand it. For some reason, that's just the way we equip. So when you get the blood pressure on, And I want you all to know your numbers. So when you knowing your numbers meaning that you are educating yourself to that when you go to the doctor and you saying, hey, you know what, I've been having these headaches. They're gonna ask you, do you have high blood pressure? And you're gonna say yes or no. We're gonna just say, I said no, I don't have high blood pressure issues. And they're gonna say, well, okay, what's your diet? What you been eating? Oh, I ate some pork skins. I had some pork chops the other day. I had some fried chicken from Popeyes. I had whatever else. When you calling out all that diet, I had potato salad. I had macaroni and cheese. You know, I had mashed potatoes and gravy. All those starch. The macaroni and cheese. Think about it. The noodles, the butter, the milk. Especially you using cow milk, dairy product. The mashed potatoes is a starch. The noodles is a starch. The potato salad is a starch. All those starches, you all are not looking at the bigger picture. Just look at the food you eat and just write it down. Write down what you eat every day. And then you will be able to say, hey, you know what? This is the reason why I'm overweight. This is the reason why I'm still on this blood pressure medicine. This is the reason. What are you cooking with? I told you all, recommending you all have to leave vegetable, cheap oil alone. You're not going to get your nice luxury car, whatever your luxury car is, BMW, Mercedes, Jaguar, Lexus, whatever it is. You're not going to take it to a shade tree mechanic, or you're not going to take it to a store that only have one pump that you know badly work. In your new car, your expensive car, no, you're not going to do that. You're not going to do it. You're going to try to make it to a Shell's or a BP or a Quick Trip. You know, you're going to try to make it somewhere. 7-Eleven. Because you know the value of the gas should be a little better. That's what I'm telling you about your body. When your blood pressure in the blood that's running in, we're going to say the blood. When you have blood efficiency and you eating all these foods that's very high in saturated fat, when you are eating a diet very high in grease, what do you think your body's gonna be like? Everything, like I told you all, your stomach, the fat can deposit in 3 different ways: the top, the middle, and the bottom. You can have a gluten stomach, you can have an alcohol stomach, you can have fat stomach. All it is deposit, hormonal stomach. And all you have to do is just be able to look at yourself and look how round you are, being able to know exactly what your body type is. So again, your blood pressure is what we're talking about today. And being able to help me identify what's the reason why I'm on blood pressure medicine. Is it because I'm not working out? I'm not getting any exercise in? Okay. Or is it that I'm just being lazy and I'm not really being proactive with my health? And I told you all, when they want to give me all this message for thyroid, I was like, no, you're not going to keep on giving me that stuff. You know, you're not going to keep on giving me all that different stuff, and I not know why. So here I got my blood pressure cuff, and I'm going to try to see if it's going to be good to me today. Oh, I got it upside down. So I'm going to put my blood pressure cuff on. Let's see, can I put the camera back a little bit? See, can you get it? Okay. See, guys, still got a little room. But if you get one, it'll tell you as far as your error. It'll have an error on here. Let's see. Yeah, it'll tell you like the error on here about what's supposed to be right here. And you call this area of your arm the anacubicle, and that just went meaning the bend of your arm. That's just a fancy word. Fancy word for it. So the bend of the arm. So we're gonna try to keep it up. I mean, depending if you are very overweight, your arm this blood pressure cuff might not work. We might have to go to another size. Or we can take it on your lower arm. You can take a blood pressure on your thigh. So I have took a blood pressure on your calf. That just means extreme measures. But a normal blood pressure is taken up here in your arm, you know, making sure it's good so you can see the your anacubicle, the bend in your arm, Make sure you can see it real good. And make sure it's good and snug. And so when you take the blood pressure, like I said, this is a Walmart brand, and on here it'll tell me.
Please sit down and put the cuff on your left arm. Cuff placement must match the drawing on your cuff with the tube centered down the middle on the inside of your left arm. Press the start button when you are ready.
So I'm gonna stop talking so I can get the blood pressure.
Preparing to take measurement. Please relax and do not talk or move. Your systolic pressure is 129. Your diastolic pressure is 93. Your pulse is 80. According to published standards, this reading is hypertension stage 2.
So remember I told y'all the blood pressure used to be 120/80. So to me, this would be a good blood pressure, 129/93. I'm not too fond of that number being 93, but remember I told y'all I take anything under 99 for a bottom number. Your heart rate, which is right here, your heart rate needs to be anywhere from 60 to 100 to be in normal range. That means that's how fast your body is. That means how fast your body is, how fast your heart is beating. Thank you, Tanya. So how fast your heart is beating. So therefore, if your heart is beating like really, really bad and really high and it's over 100, we want to know why. What's the reason why your heart is beating that fast? So when your heart is beating, is it anxiety, or is it something that have scared you? It is a diagnosis of the heart called atrial fib, and we'll get that on another day. But being able to know the different reasons, so that's why you need to know your numbers, because your numbers gonna be able to tell us, hey, vital signs. I want to know, as far as my temperature, I want to know, okay, what is my temperature? From your temperature to your blood pressure to your oxygen level, you want to be able to know all those numbers, so that way when you do go to the doctor, you say, hey, you know what, my oxygen level was 95. My temperature, I keep running a low grade temperature. My temperature was 97.3. Y'all need to invest in these equipment to keep it at your house, because you never know when something's gonna go wrong. And again, you all are going to the doctor, but y'all don't have none of this equipment at home. I promise you, you can thank me later. I would rather have these equipments at home and need it than to need it and not have it. Period. So I'm telling you, I think this blood pressure cuff, I don't know, I probably was under $50. So you all get it. Burn blood pressure, 133/79. Okay, wait a minute, but she has high blood pressure, right? So what time of day do she take her medications? What time do she take her medication? Because again, you all, that matters too. It matters on, are you taking it in the morning? Are you taking it in at nighttime right before you go to bed? Okay, 137/08. Okay, well, those are pretty decent blood pressures. See, and you all see her pulse number? That number is good. Oh, she's taking it in the morning time. So again, because when you go to the doctor and you able to say, hey, okay, I'm taking this. But again, I would challenge Vern. I would challenge her that if she was to make some small changes in her diet, cut that salt out, and being able to, I don't know if she likes spaghetti. Like I said, my husband, when he was trying to backtrack, he had no issue with the blood pressure. He started eating a whole lot of pizza. You know how they make the little pizza, they put it on the little the Italian bread and put it in the oven. He started eating those like every other day. He was eating some. The marinara sauce had a bunch of salt. A bunch of salt. That's the reason why I'm telling y'all, please look at y'all label. If you change your diet, you can get off blood pressure medicine. You can get off of it. It can be reversed. Sister Carol, you all, those who have blood pressure machines, please check your blood pressure and put it in here so we can talk about it. If you have a blood pressure machine, take Take your blood pressure so we'll know. I want to know your top number, which is the systolic number. I want to know your bottom number, which is the diastolic number. And I want to know your heart rate. So so I can tell you if that's good or bad. Oh, she loves. Well, I tell her if she wants to get off that medication, she got to leave salt alone and go back to something else. I'm telling you all, the average black person, we love salt. We put salt on everything. We put salt on watermelon. We put salt on apples. I'm telling you, and this lady was a diabetic educator. She is the one who called it out to me. She said, Angie, why do y'all do that? Y'all put salt on stuff that's sweet. Because we were born that way. I mean, not born that way, but you know, we seen it growing up. So, again, Sister Carol said, my blood pressure is 141/75, pulse 70. Okay, that's good. Do you already have blood pressure issues? Because 141 is a little bit up, depending on what you done ate today. Like I told you all, a decent blood pressure for somebody who healthy is normally 120/80, under 120/80. So that's the goal. You want to be 120/80 and under, and you want your heart rate between 60 and 100. So those of you who are doing y'all blood pressure, like I said, good job. Not that you're aware of. Okay. See, for 141/75, that's a bit high. But like I said, I don't know what your normal blood pressure would be. But if I were you, from this day forward, all of you all, because y'all got a bad coach, I want y'all to start monitoring y'all blood pressure from this day forward and then seeing. Sister Rhonda said her blood pressure 119/75, pulse 68, and I'm feeling good about this. Yay! That's what's up. Sound the alarm. Good blood pressure. Like I said, anything over 120/80. 120/80. We want it below the 120/80. So again, even for me, we got to get we want that blood pressure down. We want it down. Because let me see, can I Google that? Let me see, Google what's the okay. The normal. No, I'm gonna say standard blood pressure. See, like I said, see what this chart said? Anything from 120/80. You see? In the green, it say normal, less than 120, and less than 180. The top number is systolic. High blood pressure, borderline, the pre-hypertensive is what the saying said. Cause I came in at 129/99. So high blood pressure stage 1, 140. 140/159. High blood pressure stage 2, 160 and up. And anything over 100. Hypertensive crisis is 180/110. So remember I told y'all that man that was at the hospital? His blood pressure was like 122 something or 124. And his bottom number was like 110 or something. That's way too high. We sent him to the emergency room. We sent him to urgent care. That's too high. That's too high. That's the reason why I'm telling you all, this is important. You want to be able to know what your numbers are. So again, those of you, if you don't have a blood pressure machine, I highly suggest you put this on your list and get one to keep in the house, because you want to know what your blood pressure is at all times. So again, if you're eating a diet high in salt, high in saturated fats, it's going to show up. Cholesterol, it's going to show up. Peripheral vascular disease. You know, just let me just show you all that. Let me see, can I go? Because you all... Okay. So just look at that. See that leg there? You see that? Do you see the blackness of that leg? It's called peripheral vascular disease. Peripheral peripheral vascular disease with a diabetic ulcer. That's the reason why I'm telling you all. You have to change. You cannot stay on these medications and saying you don't love your life. I'm telling you all, you got to want to say, you know what? I'm going to sacrifice. I got to change. You don't want to die. Y'all too young. Y'all are too young. Let me see. Let me show y'all another one. I thought I had another one with, I thought I had another one here, but I Google it so I can show y'all. I could have sworn I had it in here. Okay. Well, don't worry about it. Okay. Okay. Level it. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find that picture, you all, so I can show it to you. I can't find it. I want to be able to show y'all yeah, I can't find that picture that I want to show y'all, but you know. So, but y'all know losing y'all limb like that. Again, your legs can get amputation from. Blood sugars can get your leg amputated. Peripheral vascular disease. And I know you're saying, well, Angie, I don't have that. No, you don't have it now, but you will. If you continue having a very poor diet, it's going to happen. Like I said, peripheral vascular disease is one of the cardiovascular diseases. And I want to be able to show y'all that because you all need to see it. Peripheral. So after a while, this is what's going to happen. See what I'm talking about? After a while, it start changing colors. And you see the black? The blackness means it's necrotic. All the salt done build up. When we eat a diet that's high in salt and high in sugar, it stays in our bloodstream. It can't wash through. And because it can't wash through, it lays in our bloodstream. And as long as it's laying in the bloodstream, the blood can't get through. It cannot get through. So that's the reason why we have a backup. Let me see. I purchased this poster, so I want to show you all how your blood vessels. Okay, so you see this here? I purchased this. They came today. We see your arteries. Your arteries are red. Your veins are blue. If you can't get through there, that's the reason. So that's the reason why I'm telling you. Yeah, yes, Consuela. It's a poor circulation. The same thing as peripheral vascular disease. After a while, it'll keep on getting worse and worse and worse, and it leads to amputation. It leads to amputation because it has a lot of buildup of sugar and salt in your bloodstream. And when it cannot flow smoothly, you see how little these veins and things are. If it can't go smoothly through these veins, you see how, if it's, again, when we eat a diet high in fat, that give us cholesterol. Cholesterol lines up in the arteries and the veins, so it can't get through. So we'll talk about cholesterol on tomorrow. We'll talk about cholesterol, but you all I need to just be able to show you all how that looks. That when that happens, Exactly. I can't. Mhm. Yeah, I thought I was gonna be able to find it. Mhm. And it didn't. It ain't even showing Dr. Dre. But anyway, I want y'all to know that is a rap sensation named Dr. Dre. He had to have an amputation done, and when he had his amputation done, just want and like I said, oh here it is. This is the picture I was looking for. Just look at him. Look at him. I don't know if y'all remember Doc Ed, the lover that was with Dr. Dre back in the day, but look at him. Amputation done. Didn't want to change his diet. And I'm telling you all, it eventually leads to blindness. It eventually leads to blood diabetes. That's why diabetes is one of the things you don't even play with. Because diabetes will come, it'll kill your kidneys, it'll kill your vision, it will kill your legs, your limbs. You will have amputation, not even know that it's black. You can go walk on some hot coal and not even know if you're a diabetic. That's the reason why you have to do a check. Make sure you look at your limbs. Make sure you haven't stepped on any pins. Making sure everything, your hands. You know, my uncle had amputation done because, again, I'm looking and he was wearing steel toe shoes. He wasn't even aware that he had a blister on his big toe. And I'm looking at him like, how? How did you not know? We had a 30s, I think he was like 38. He came in there. He said he went to a pool party. And when he went to the pool party, he noticed that something happened. Now, he told us that it happened. The doctor's like, Ange, there's no way that it just happened. But when he looked at the bottom of his foot was necrotic. There, he had 2 little boys and a baby on the way. 2 little boys, he was 30-something years old, under 40. They had to rush him to surgery to let him know he was getting his leg cut off. His foot cut off. Can you imagine? He was like, who gonna play football with my kids? Y'all, I'm telling y'all, this stuff is heartbreaking. We have to, while we got a chance to correct it, you know, we got to hope that we ain't did too much damage and get our life back right. I'm telling you, that's the reason why I'm pushing this so hard. That's the reason why I have detox every day. I have detox almost every day since I came home from California in July. In July, I have been detoxing every month. Every month, went through a detox. Every month, because it's important to me to try to get off this medication. It's important to me to make a change. Again, if you don't want to make changes, that's fine. You don't have to, but you have to do something. Consuela said, yes, I witnessed that with my dad. And see, that's what I'm saying. See, y'all got personal stories. Personal stories. I see Marche just joined. She a nurse as well. You know, personal story. Marche, do you want to join? Do you have anything to add? We talking about high blood pressure. Any stories you want to talk about from over itself? Any stories that you know that's heartbreaking story? A testimony that you want to talk about? So that's the reason why I want you all to be able to look at life and say, you know what? Is it worth me wanting a little steak? Is it worth me enjoying? I'm not telling you all not to eat none of that stuff again. Eat it in moderation. Don't make this be your everyday life. Don't tell me you paid money, you invested money to get in a group and you still going to do the same thing. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Please don't tell me that. Because I'm hoping that you all will make some changes. You know, I just did the groups, my other group. Them ladies done lost a bunch of weight over there. A bunch of weight. So I'm telling you all, y'all, we matter. We have to take better care of ourselves, especially for the African Americans. We as African Americans have to take better care of ourselves because they already saying we don't care. If we coming in and we overweight, you know what they saying? Oh, well, she don't care. She overweight. They don't even have to talk to us. And I'm telling you, it don't even matter how much money you have. When you come in there and you looking a certain kind of way, they already have stereotyped us and saying that we don't care. If you go to the doctor and the doctor told you, hey, you need to lose 10 pounds and you coming back you the same way, they chart it. They go ahead and say, hey, you know what? Angela Lee, 44 years old, she came here and guess what? She was 45. She still was overweight, and they call it obese, morbid obese, and then fat is the other word. But they don't say fat. They put another obesity on there. So I'm just telling you all, we have to take accountability, be an advocate for our health. We have to be able to say, hey, am I going to let this ice cream be the death of me? Am I going to let this bun, whatever it is that you're eating? You know, and like I said again, I want you still to be able to enjoy your food, but being able to enjoy this stuff in moderation. Because I know you're not going to go back and plague your system back up. You working so hard and y'all doing so good, and you see results. That's what's be crazy about it, especially the people who sign up for my detox program. They see the results. They see they feeling better. They go back to eating that bad diet, and then they stuck. They can't even change back over. But then you know what happened? They back at the doctor. They back at home losing work because they back swole. They back going through. That is not. I just don't understand. Like, how do you got to make it make sense to me? And that don't be making sense to me. That why are you sacrificing then? Just keep eating bad. And then you know if you eat bad, it's going to happen. The blood pressure going to get higher, more medication. It's going to happen. You're going to be in somebody's emergency room, and all you're going to hear is Coach Angie said. That's the reason why I'm telling you all that. The average black family, and I'm not talking about the people, I'm talking about those of us who in a certain poverty line. Because statistics, listen, in our... where we stay, anybody, where everybody stay, they already do a demographic. And when they do a demographic, they go by your age. They go who all living in that area. Then they go off your income. So if you making a lower income, then, you know, we ain't making from the 6 figures. I'm going to say 6 figures and down. Or the $50,000. And I'm going to talk from the trailer park. I'm not going to talk about from over here in Georgia. I'm going to say in the trailer park, they know the people in the trailer park wasn't going to come up with, but be from a certain demographic of people. So they knew that the people in the trailer park, most of them weren't making over for less than $40,000 a year, probably $30,000 a year, $30,000 of a year, and that was the average person. They know when that they're coming in there. Gonna leave. They knew them. Nobody was coming in there talking about owning anything. The people who been in the trailer park, some of them people are still there. Still there when I was there when I was a child. My mama was staying there when I was 13. My mama just moved out of there probably about 5 years ago. So I just want y'all to say, y'all want to be able to put it in. So I want to say, hey, Sister Marche, all you got to do is help. Come on, that's what you can come on so we can talk. I never wanted to be put on blood pressure pills. The doctor held off as long as he could. I was on them for 6 months. Started my journey, took myself off for 6 months, continued my journey. But it was removed off in my chart with a 1 year. You have to decide. You are the medication. Death without change. So you all see that? You all see that? That's the reason why I'm telling y'all. Listen, that's the reason why I started this. Because me being in healthcare, Marche just telling y'all the same thing. She being in healthcare. My friend Wendy, she's in this group. She's a nurse as well. We in healthcare, but guess what? We on medication. That's the reason why I started doing this, you all. Because I know if I didn't know, it has to be some more people that's just like me. Just like me, that's busy, that's out here just caring for everybody else. And I didn't do anything. I didn't put myself on priority. I was eating off impulse. And it wasn't that I didn't care. It was just that I was so busy, then life caught up with me. It caught up with me once I got sick. It got caught up with me once they telling me I got all these medications and my lab work all crazy. So that's the reason why I'm saying, when you say what Angie passionate, if you say what Angie tough, because it's personal to me. I want to live. I don't have time for people that don't want to live. That's the reason why when y'all see me on the Facebook Live, I'm passionate. My voice rises. My voice start cracking. It get loud. My hands get sweaty because I'm passionate, because I want to live. I don't like taking the medicine. I don't. But I know in order, because I got a family, I had to start back taking that medicine. But I didn't want to start back taking it. So I'm telling you all, you have to make changes. You think I want to get up every day and get on Facebook Live and do something smoothie? Heck no, I can lay in the bed and do nothing. But that ain't the way my life is equipped right now. I have to be able to be on there. See, that's what I just talked up. There go Wendy. Wendy, please can you give us a feedback about being a nurse and being on medication? That's what we're talking about today. That's what we're talking about. So I'm just telling you, all you have to do is just say that you want it. And you want to change. We are talking about blood pressure. You all, Marsha, Wendy, how many people y'all know come in the hospital and don't have a blood pressure cuff? But they still taking the medicine every day, don't know if the blood pressure in the right range or not. Some of them taking it, the blood pressure already too low, bottom out. We have to give them IV fluids because they've been passed out. That's the reason why I say y'all get y'all blood pressure. Take y'all blood pressure. Look at what Kusweta said. She said she want to change. That's right, you want to live. We want to live. So you all, that's the reason why I'm saying what it is that I'm saying. So you all, like I said, Wendy say most of them. Wendy said most of them. That's why, listen, to break the curse, you all, to break the generation curse in your household, to break the generation curse. Listen, when your friends, your girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever, ask them, and they on medication, ask them, say, do you know why you taking that? If they on blood pressure medicine, ask them, say, do you have a blood pressure cuff? Y'all just ask these questions to anybody. Ask them, do you have a blood pressure cuff? Say, how are you monitoring your blood pressure then? How do you know if it's high or low? How? I'm telling y'all, they're not going to be able to, many of them not going to be able to give you an answer because they don't know. Marsha say the majority of them are higher. It's not just African Americans. All right. No, the reason why I'm saying it's African Americans, Marsha, majority, if you go to American Heart Association and you looking for the 1 in 3, we are number 1. Black people is number 1. So no, it ain't just us. But we are ranking number 1. And when they go into the demographics of people based on where we stay at, we do not. If they're gonna, I'm saying in the city of Abbeville, if they came and did a population, did a ratio, I can pretty much promise you when they go to Trailer Park, they go to Brent Street, they go to the Village or the Oakland, or any side of town, and regardless of those of us who in nursing, if we still staying over there and our income is over that population or that income, we categorize right there with them. So we're not safe. We're not safe. And I'm saying it because that's where I was. In the trailer park and didn't do anything any different. I didn't do anything different. So that's the reason why I am pushing for us African Americans to do something different. In order to be the change, because I see it majority of the time. A lot of it is because of education. A lot of it because some of us don't know the resources that's out here. Some of them say, hey, you know what? Nobody told me what caused high blood pressure. They just told me I need to be on these medications. I'm on 6 or 7 of them. You know, so I want to be able to break that. Okay, so let me see what Sister Deborah said. I am on blood pressure medicines because they want my blood pressure to stay at a certain level for my artificial microvalve. Okay, well, see, that's what I'm saying. Yours is a unique case. I done told you my unique case. So we don't want any changes with you. So you'll be a little different than everybody else who's just on regular blood pressure medicine. You all, my time is up. And Marsh say, yeah, true for American Heart. Of course, is a time. So you all, thank y'all very much. This session here was about high blood pressure. So you all know what to do. Thank y'all for always joining in. Marsha, let me know what day you want to teach, honey. I told you, it's collaboration over here. I believe in sisterhood and promoting people to get on there because I don't claim to know everything. But I do claim to take this world by storm and being able to impact every woman that I come in contact with, so she leaves in a better way than how I found her. You all be blessed. Have a good night. This is Angie, the detoxologist nurse, and Angie, the metamorphosis coach, helping you transform your mind, body, and soul. Hey, guess what? Hey, we doing it for our heart. We doing it for our hearts. Oh, all right, you all be blessed. Good night. Thank you.